Okay, welcome to Disney Theory. Now, you know why we're here. I know why you're here. We're here to talk about yesterday, the Comic-Con. So the exclusives came out, and I was really only looking forward to 2 of them, and I was going to get them no matter what. So let's talk about my day, waking up early, waiting in line. 'Twas a fun time. We get to our nearest Target. I arrive there at 7 a.m. and what happened next will surprise you. There was only 3 Targets out of the like 20 Targets around here in Vegas that had Danny Phantom Funko Pops. And of course, the one that I went to was not one of them. So 7:30 they come out and tell us, oh yeah, by the way, we don't have any. But these other stores only have 6. Only 6. So I'm like, great, well now I just wasted all this time when I could have gone to one that had it, and they said, like the Target that we were at told us yesterday or the day before that they had them in stock. So I was like really pissed off. So we mosey on down to the next Target, which had only 6 of them. And we get there and there's already a line. There's a big group of guys in a line, and they're like hyping each other up. They're getting all excited. They're jumping up and down. They're stretching. They're like putting a game plan together of what they're gonna do when they go inside. So I'm like, well, there's already well over 6 people in front of me. I'm not getting a Danny Phantom. I wanna go to bed now. So what ended up happening is we get inside and they start running, and then the employees tell them that if they run, they're gonna kick them out. So they go behind some aisles and then they start running. I'm like, great, here we go. So I go over to the Funko Pop aisle. I don't see these guys. They're over by the cards. They were actually looking for Pokemon cards. And I'm like, well, this is great. So I'm all looking around. I don't see the Funko Pops anywhere, even though they were there, well knowing that we're gonna be there standing in line waiting for these Funko Pops. But for whatever reason, they weren't prepared for that. So we're sitting there for like 10 or 15 minutes just waiting for them to go in the back and get them and bring them out. Ridiculous. Target, they don't have their crap together. So anyways, we finally get in line, and we're like sounding off when we got there. And we actually got there 6th. So I was the last one to get the Danny Phantom Funko Pop. And here it is. There it is. Beautiful. And then while I was there, you know, they also had the Pikachu. So had to get the Pikachu. I am so happy we got them. I didn't think I was going to. So now, next up is box lunch, because really the only 2 I mean, I would have loved to have all of them, but really the 2 I really wanted was the Danny Phantom and then the Carl and Ellie. Those are really the only 2. So head over to box lunch, and once we get there, you know, there's people standing in line pretty much the same time I was standing in line for Target. So there was already like 40 people in front of me, and I'm like, man, if this is anything like Target, I'm not getting Carl and Ellie. There's no way. Because it's a small store. It's smaller than Target. It's a very small store in a mall. They can't have big shipments of just, you know, Carl and Ellie is in a big box. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna have room to have boxes and boxes of these. There's no way. They're gonna have like 10. But I stood in line anyways, so I was like, oh, I'll just see what's in there, see what's left. So we get in there. We're staying in line for 1.5 or 2 hours. And we meet these really cool guys that were right next to us. One of them was also a really big Funko Pop collector. And the other one was there for his wife because she really wanted Carl and Ellie. And, you know, of course, the jerk resellers are up in front of the line, you know, to wipe the store clean. So then collectors like me have to give up an arm and a leg just to get one of these things. So anyway, she comes out, she says that they have, I think, 40 of them. And I'm like, okay, so I might have a chance. And then she comes out and says, and everyone can get 2. I'm like, great. Now all the freaking jerk resellers up in the front are gonna get all of them. And wouldn't you know it, this jerk comes out with 4 of his other friends who he definitely brought along so that they can get 2 of the Carl and Ellies and give to him. Which is what happened. So this guy comes out with all of his friends, and they each have this big bag. They obviously have 2 Carl and Ellies in each bag. And this jerk pulls one out in front of us and flaunts it. So we're all pissed off. We're like all giving this guy the death glare, shaking our heads at him. Like, man, we were like, this is how you get beat up. This is how you get beat up. So anyways, and we saw him give money to his friends so that they could buy it. So this freaking jerk. Man, they should have limited it to 1 per household. Like, that was just ridiculous. And it's really upsetting the fact that these resellers can get a hold of them the same time that the collectors can get a hold of them. Because for some reason they're like, us collectors are crazy, but the resellers are even more crazy. Somehow they know everything about everything, and they're just always one step ahead. It's really annoying. So anyways, we're getting closer up in line, and our friend who's up in the front of the line, our friend who's in the front of the line, tells us that, oh yeah, there's definitely more than enough. You're gonna get one. So now I have this new glimmer of hope. I'm like, there's no way. I'm gonna get it. And wouldn't you know it, I got it. I got it. See? See? I got it. I did it, guys. I got it. While I was there, they also had Growlithe and the Zombie Daredevil, so I just had to pick them up as well. So that was just icing on the cake. All right, then our next stop was Hot Topic, because I knew that they had the Red Goblin there, and I really wanted that. There's this big line in front of Hot Topic, so my wife stood in line while I went literally right next door to GameStop. And then while I was at GameStop, they didn't have the Naruto that I was looking for, but I did pick up Miles Morales. So that was pretty sweet. I mean, check that out. That looks sick AF. Then my wife calls me and tells me that they're letting her in, so I book it over. She's already inside, and I walk towards the front of the store, and what do I see? I see her holding this. I was so happy. So that was my Comic-Con haul. If you got any of the other ones that I didn't get, let me know in the comments. I would love to know what you got. Also, pick up the Coldest Water Bottle. Y'all know you need a hydro flask. Stay hydrated. Keep the blood pumping. So pick one up. Link in bio.